Juan Carlos Ramírez presenta La Vuelta, un podcast con actitud. Y ahora con ustedes, su anfitrión, Denis Rivera.
Continuamos desde Guaynabo, desde Fight Forever aquí, y hoy me encuentro con otro gran luchador de Estados Unidos, una leyenda que muchos de ustedes conocen desde WWE, TNA y ahora mismo en la NWA, Mr. Anderson. Mr. Anderson, thank you. Welcome to my podcast, La Vuelta. How you doing?
Thank you. Good to be here.
Good.
Thank you. Thank you very
It's
much.
not your first time here in the island, right?
No, it's not. I've been here several times with WWE, and then I filmed a movie here
The Marine.
for 5 weeks. It was Behind Enemy Lines, Colombia.
Behind enemy lines, yeah.
Puerto Rico doubled for Colombia, so we went out to the jungle. It was a good time, though.
Well, you have a good time here in the island, right?
Always. I love it.
Man, we saw Mr. Kennedy in the WWE. We've seen then Mr. Anderson in TNA, but there's a pretty cool guy right now in NWA, Mr. Anderson, doing some stuff. How about that new gig over there? I love it. I've seen all shows, and I'm seeing like the old school, you know, the memories back again, all those good times in wrestling back in the 80s, in the early 90s. How's been that new journey with NWA?
It's been fantastic so far, and you know, there are things about it that are different because what's old is new again in the presentation and the style. You know, no music, no entrance music, which I really thought was going to be strange at first, but I love it.
I think it's great.
It feels great. You just go to the ring, they announce you, you wrestle.
Do your business and that's it.
Yeah.
Put your promo before or after.
Yeah.
I think that bringing back that to the business is like it's necessary because we're used to the glamorous things, the big screens, this and that. But you know, go back to wrestling again, wrestling like they say. But that's the spirit, you know, for me.
I feel like the biggest positive, at least from the wrestler's perspective, is we don't have scripts at all. Just
the passion.
You just have to do it, sort of on the spot. And,
man, and I'm seeing like guys like Trevor Murdoch that I was a big fan from when he was in WWE. Like you, like
Aaron Stevens.
Aaron Stevens, man, he's killing it. He's killing it with his gimmick. You know, it's like a resurrection for all you guys again, and he looks so good. Everybody looks so good. The product looks so good. And for me, I used to be a wrestler. Now I'm retired, and as a fan and interviewer, man, it's like, damn, it's going back to the future, you know.
Yeah, and their name is escaping my mind right now. Rosa.
Rosa, the girl that she paints.
Yeah.
I know who she is.
She's so great that I can't remember her name right now. No, seriously, but
she's good.
She's been killing it. I was there and I saw her in person, and I was blown away by how good she was and how
because not only
she came to get over.
She can move over there, but she got the looks, the expressions, you know, the whole package, and you see the passion in every move she does, and I like that. The fire, you know, the Thunder Rosa.
Thank
you, production.
And, Ricky
Starks. That guy can move, you know.
He can, and if you check out his YouTube page, and he has some really awesome little YouTube videos.
All right.
They're very clever, very good.
You got, you know, you see the show, and there's a lot of things going on. Not only the good wrestling, but also the corny commercials. You know, like back in the days, I love them. I saw the other day like Fake Cocktail.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, that's awesome.
Waffles and tire iron.
Waffles and tire iron.
Yeah, there's also some stuff in there that I still haven't figured out yet.
But it's fun, you know.
It's awesome.
It's great, man, and it's like a new vibe from wrestling, like always new again, and I love it. And also this guy, what's the name? Like he does this.
Question mark.
The question mark, man.
Yeah.
What the hell? It's.
He was by far. We were there for 2 days. We were in Atlanta for tapings. We taped 9 episodes in 2 days' time, And I don't think anybody thought ahead that he was going to get the crowd was going to respond to him.
He's so fucking
the way
over,
that they
man.
did. He's
over,
he was
man.
the biggest star in the company those 2 days.
But that's the thing that I like about this new NWA. You know, you got all the experience from guys like you, like Cole Cabana. He's a great, hell of a worker.
Tim Storm,
James Storm,
James Storm, Nick Aldis. I feel like Nick Aldis is he's such a great champion. He carries the belt very, very, very well.
I'm totally agree with that you said already. The girls are doing it, not Thunder Rosa, but the other girls also, the other Latina girls, they're working pretty good.
Yeah.
The champion right now, with Kane, I just interviewed. Well, I tried to interview it. She didn't say nothing to me.
Oh, Camille.
Camille. But it's awesome, man. That product, I'm.
She cuts the best promos.
Oh, the easiest promos.
Yeah, right.
But it's great, man. Man, right now, I know that we know that you're in NWA. What else is going on Mr. Anderson's career right now?
I started a wrestling school, the Academy School of Professional Wrestling, in 2016, and I train people. I'm training men and women to learn how to fall down, basically. And
in which state are you doing
We're doing it in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And
a lot of great wrestlers have come from Minnesota.
A lot of great wrestlers, right? And I'm trying to bring that back. Right now, like I said, I've been open now for almost 3 years. I've had about 260 or 270 students come through our doors in that time. Not all of them, I have about a 10% success rate.
Yeah.
So we've had 26 graduate. And graduation is, it's subjective. If I think that guy's good enough, I can put my stamp of approval on you, I'll graduate you. So we have about 26 out of 260 or 270. So 10% or less. Yeah. It's not the easiest thing in the world.
Work your ass off, right?
Yeah, and I've got people there I have some people that come for our 8-month program. The program, the tuition covers 8 months.
All right.
I've had people graduate in 8 months. That's very few and far between, but I do have other people who have been there for 2.5 years that are still working on it, that are almost there. But I want to work with people and I want to help them. When I broke into the business, I didn't know anybody. I literally, I didn't have connections. I didn't know how to get booked for any of the big companies. I had to go out and make all those connections on my own. And, there was a lot of missteps along the way and wasted time and doing things the wrong way. Like, I'm trying to cut that and make that shorter for my students. And, I'm not affiliated with any company. I'm not affiliated with the WWE or AEW or TNA or NWA. But I can at least try to connect dots, I can try to connect the dots if the person is good enough to.
And got the will to do it.
If they work hard and they're good and they're getting it. Jim Cornette told me when I first got down to OVW, when I first got hired by the WWE, he told me in a big group of people, he said, if you know somebody in the wrestling world that is good, that this company could benefit from having them on the roster, that you should move heaven and earth if you can to try to get that person hired. And if you don't do that, you suck and you're worried that they're going to take your job.
I agree with that. Yeah. Acá entre nosotros, YouTube no paga tanto, porque si no estuviese viendo Blue Label, no esto. Pero con la ayuda de ustedes puedes promocionar tu negocio aquí. Estamos dándote la promo todo el tiempo. Nos ponemos tu camisa, vendemos tu mercancía si es necesario, pero simplemente contáctanos en la vuelta, vende tu anuncio y todos crecemos, todos nos ayudamos, siempre dando la vuelta. Así que pendientes, llamen al teléfono si están interesados y más que bienvenidos son En la Vuelta, un podcast con actitud.
Tú no ves que aquel gallo soy yo.
I don't just train wrestlers. I train referees. I train managers.
That's great.
Just people. I have a promoter that runs shows in the Minneapolis area, and he came in and he trains just so that he can understand the psychology, the storytelling aspect of what, so he can book better shows and have
Awesome.
better.
I got a friend of mine that we used to say like, a lot of people want to do wrestling, they want to be wrestlers, but how about people that want to be commentary, color commentary? How the people that want to do all the stuff in the business that just not just going to the ring. There's a lot of places in this business to do, a lot of jobs to do in this business.
I've always said that if you love this business, and it's a fucking cool business to be in, right? Like it really is a cool business.
It is.
Wrestling might not be for you. It's not for everybody. Not everybody can do it. It's hard. It really is. It's interesting because most of the people that come through our doors are wrestling fans, and they've been wrestling fans their whole lives. And then I try to get them to run the ropes, and it's like watching a fawn take its first steps. Yeah. It's amazing. Just sometimes getting in the ring.
Yeah,
it's like I can't figure out how to
walk on the ring.
Yeah,
it's a beautiful, for me, my learning process. I love it. I was watching wrestling since I was 4 years old because of my brother, but after 26 years, I said I want to give it a try, and I did my thing. I drove my heat here in Puerto Rico. Now I'm trying to do in this, but I love and respect the business in every aspect.
And that's what I was getting to, saying that if you love the business, you might fit as a referee. You might have a better fit as a manager or something like that. Behind the scenes, there's so many jobs that go into. It's not just the two guys in the ring. It's not just the two wrestlers or the four wrestlers or whatever. The referee is equally as important.
It's so important.
And nobody would yay or boo if there wasn't a referee counting 1, 2.
Sometimes he's our eyes and our ears,
People think that a referee just has to count to 3.
It's
That's
not
not true.
Simple.
It's not that simple. So if you're interested, if anybody's interested in coming, and we've got people that come from all over the world. We've had people from Chile. We've got some Australians staying with us right now. People from the East Coast of the United States, West Coast. And if you want, you can go to the academyprowrestling.com, and you can sign up for a consultation. Come on in. I'll let you tour our facility. It's not a very big facility, but you can see, where we do our thing. And I let people generally watch a practice so they can see what they're getting themselves into.
Yeah.
Or you can text 507-722-2776, and that comes right to my phone or right to my wife's phone.
And back again, the site to apply for your academy is?
Yep, the academyprowrestling.com.
The academyprowrestling.com with Mr. Anderson. I know it's going to be tough, but you're going to learn. You're going to learn the business. Man, right now, what's next for Mr. Anderson? What's Mr. Anderson up to right now?
I don't know. I'm just I'm trying to get into the best shape that I can possibly get into, and this NWA thing has sort of lit a fire under my ass.
Man,
and I'm enjoying it. And for the last 2 or 3 years, I've pretty much focused on the academy. And my kids, I have 2 kids that are awesome, and I want to be there as much as I can. But at the same time, I'm still not done yet.
Yeah, you got a lot. You got a lot.
I think I got
you
some.
Still got some fuel in that tank, bro. Yeah, definitely. Man, a pleasure to have you here, Mr. Anderson, y La Vuelta Podcast. Volvemos ya mismo con ustedes. Tenemos otra gran leyenda en la lucha libre. Regresamos ya mismo.
Tú no ves que aquel gallo soy yo.